Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Happy 1st of December, and today we are in Benidorm in the evening to show you Benidorm's city center, the straight road from the most important crossroad in Benidorm, the avenue of King Jaime I, the one that goes straight down towards the famous Poniente Beach. Here you can find a lot of different nice quality Benidorm bars and restaurants, some lovely souvenir shops, and just typical Spanish shops to buy some useful things, places where you can top up your mobile phones or buy mobile SIM cards in case if you need them, and a lot of useful for your businesses. Let's start from here. Here you have a lot of typical Spanish businesses too that both locals and tourists sometimes do visit, especially those who stay in Benidorm for a longer period of time but do not tend to have a washer or dryer inside of their hotels or hotel, and it's quite expensive to ask for a laundry inside of the hotel. So a lot of people instead are just bringing their belongings to wash and dry in places like this. Some aesthetics and hairdressing salon, all the services for 95. Okay, wow. And nearby you have low-cost hairdressers. Oh, that's interesting. Have bonus for 5 sessions. These are laser sessions in here. 5 session bonus, 35 euros. That's nice. That's quite nice. Low cost. See, there's a lot of low cost hairdressers here. Although you never know how it might end up with. So if you have a special occasion, it's better not to risk. Ask us here on the channel because we know quite a lot of good hairdressing salons here in the area. Don't work with any of them, don't collaborate with any of them, just our typical opinion of what we usually tend to see in here and what we usually think and see and know what the opinion is of the clients and ourselves as well. So don't hesitate and ask if you need to know anything. This street is full of popular Spanish places where a lot of locals also tend to go. So these places usually are slightly less expensive than the ones that you can find in the old town or on the first line of the beach, especially talking about Benidorm Bars and Benidorm's restaurants. These places here are way cheaper. You can get some nice typical Spanish beer or caña. You can get some typical Spanish snacks as well. Nice breakfast, which includes coffee or tea plus freshly pressed juice and Spanish toast or a croissant. There's a lot of stylists in here, as we can see. A lot of stylist places on this street. Wow, that's surprising. We've not been here for a really long time, so obviously a lot of businesses have changed in this area. There's another one, Italian restaurant here. As usual, if some of you visited this place, this lovely avenue that brings directly towards the Poniente Beach, let us know what your experience was and if you could recommend any of these places you see in today's video to their future customers and guests, because sharing is living, how they like to say here in Spain, and obviously your experience would be really much appreciated. At the end of this street, and on this street there are a lot of interesting hotels, by the way, that do require our attention, I must say. On the right side nearby here there is a famous hotel that opened up this year, which is Hotel Mercury. I'm gonna be trying my best to show it to you next year, so basically spring, whenever it opens back up for the next summer season 2023. Lovely hotel, unique, totally unique style. I'm gonna be putting you a few pictures here on the screen so you will be able to see how it actually looks like. This is a different type of holidays here in Benidorm, quality holidays, especially unique atmosphere on the inside, so it's probably worth trying. I personally love these type of hotels, and this is definitely something more of my style where we as a family would like to go. Apart from it, There is also Hotel RH Corona del Mar. There is the Magic Hotel Villa del Mar. There is the famous H10 Porto Poniente Hotel here as well. There's just a lot of them in this area. Burgers, €5. Okay, cafeteria and snacks burger just for €5. I suppose it includes potatoes as well, like chips on the side. Some typical Spanish place also. This is for uniforms and big sizes. They do sell just typical like school uniforms and normal clothing of bigger sizes in here. Okay, the prices are not as bad. And here you can find places like these. These are like Chinese shops. You can find them everywhere here in Benidorm. And they sell, apart from souvenirs, they sell bags, they sell accessories, clothing, shoes, toys for children. In summer, they sell summer things as well, like caps, hats, sunglasses, sunscreens, just a lot of different things. There's to rent. See, we've just seen, if you rewind backwards just a tiny bit, you can see that there is a rented for rent sign on one of the businesses. Obviously on the avenues like this, by the way, straight down that road where the cars are going, there is one of the cinemas here in the city center, which is Cines Colfi. This is the central cinema here in Benidorm, and it's perfectly working right now. It's not a big place, but still. And they have quite nice movie selection in there too. Usually it's not as busy as the shopping mall cinemas are. And right here around the corner on the left side, this is where the Mercury Hotel is located. Obviously a lot of banks in this area. Here in front you can see DL Prix. This green place is a supermarket. It's quite common here in Valencian community. Not one of the most popular ones, but they tend to say that they have quite good prices inside. These type of shops that you see here in front on the screen, these are quite expensive. I would not recommend buying in these places. Locals also don't do so, and these prices are oriented for tourists mostly. By the way, the tip of this month will be very, very careful once you buy things in shops where you don't see any kind of prices. Especially this is taken into consideration shops from Pakistan, Chinese type of shops, Moroccan, Algerian, etc. So basically not like Spanish shops, not like traditional supermarkets and things like this, but just small shops, like Chinese type of style, you know what I mean? Because in these shops, especially where you don't see the prices, usually the case is that if you don't see a price on an object, depends who will buy it, they will put one price or the other. If a Spanish will come and ask for it, they'll give them one price. But if a tourist will come and ask in a different language, or like they see that it's a tourist, then they will sometimes even put 20 or 30% extra on top of the original price to just take some extra money. That's something that's been happening for years and years. I'm sure a lot of you know about it, but if not, just in case, don't buy things that don't have price tags on them, because you might get to pay way more money than you should. This is the Hotel Jaime the First. I think it's a 3 stars hotel if I see it right. This is the hotel that is extremely popular, mostly by national tourists, and especially by Imserso, which is pensionist groups. This is more where they are coming. And this hotel, a tiny bit of international tourists are arriving here, but not so much. So yes, talking about the shops, especially shops like you see right here, like these Chinese type of shops, this is something that you should be avoiding in case you see there's no price tags. This happens to us a lot. It happened to myself as well. Once we went with my mom, and obviously we were not talking in Spanish, we were talking in our language. And whenever we went to the registry, they said to us that the price was more than it actually is. When I told them that I'm not going to be paying for it because I live here, I shop here all the time, and I know what the price is, and it's not good to scam people like this. Basically what they said is, it's okay, I'm sorry, it's my mistake, but that's not the only time it happens. This place is actually really, really popular. Let's go to a positive thing once again. This place is extremely popular for people to come to dance and have some fun. Just look at this. This is so amazing. I mean, you don't see places like this in the old town any longer. Before, Benidorm was just full of places like that. But right now, it's not the case. They also have some shows here. Direct Voice, it's called. Not the place, but like the show Direct Voice. They have shows in the evenings. People are just dancing, having fun. This is amazing. Before, Benidorm was all like this, you know, before the maxified, like a huge wave of tourism came into Benidorm. Benidorm was all like this. Mostly Spanish people knew about it, and people with cars like from Portugal, from France were coming here. And there were a lot of bars and places like this where there was just like a huge dance floor, you know, and people were coming there, especially couples or just friends, were coming there to dance, just spend some quality time. These were like primary nightclubs probably. So this was just lovely to see that these places still exist. There was another place for sale. Did you see that? Another place for sale in here. That's just such a shame to see businesses closing, but it's not the first one, and definitely it's not going to be the last business to close down this winter. We've seen some of them already in Benidorm's old town. We've seen some of them in Benidorm City Center and Rincon de Loix, Mediterranean Avenue in Benidorm as well. All over the place we see things like this. This place actually is really, really good. Attention, Super Calza, this one here, they have factory prices. So these are things made in Spain actually. They're all made in Spain with special prices from the factory. So this is direct shop of the factory, and it's really, really nice to see here. 14.99 mostly. 30 euros, that's slightly expensive. 20, that's okay. That's fine. A lot of these things are leather, or some of them are imitation of leather. I know a lot of people don't like leather products as it is, because it's like from animals, you know, so they prefer the imitation for leather, which you can also find in here. Also made in Spain. These are usually really, really good quality clothes and shoes that will last you for years and years, to be honest. So it's a good investment, let's call it like this. If you want to bring something like this from Spain, you can do so perfectly. And there are places here that, as you could have seen, are selling things directly from the factory. Some place for children to buy some toys and souvenirs here. Okay, some magnets, 150, 2 euros. There's just a lot in here. There's just really, really a lot. Here's some hats, some scarves, because it's getting quite chilly already. Oh, it says in English, have a nice day. That's nice. What is it? Oh, okay. It's Giuseppe, like Giuseppe, but separate words. This is shoes and bags store. Okay. And right nearby you have a Chinese bazaar, which has same things, has some luggages, has some bags, souvenirs, even Christmas trees in here, cold drinks, decorations, like a lot of things. And this, oh my god, it's so lovely. I think they've changed something here in this hotel. The RH Corona del Mar. This is the hotel. It's really lovely. It's situated right almost at the beachfront, literally just like, what, 50, 100 meters from it? And this is a very, very nice hotel as well. If you've been staying here and you have some opinion to share, please do so. You know that your opinion is really important for all of us. This channel is for us to share the experience, to give the maximum of information we can, and you can do so as well by leaving a comment here down below. This is the place. Let's see if we can show it slightly closer. The main reception, the inside kind of reminds us of a typical Spanish hotel. This is the terrace that you would normally be using here too, from the restaurant, like cafeteria area, better to say. But right now, since it's quite chilly, a lot of people are inside, and you can still see there's quite a lot of people here, which is always surprising. It's always a good news. And it's open, which basically means that usually the hotels on the Levante Beach and Poniente Beach tends to stay open. By the way, ooh, buffet, breakfast buffet 12 euros, children 12, lunch and dinner 18 euros, the buffet as it is. Not bad, let's say it like this, not a bad price taking into consideration it's a buffet. Here we also have some pharmacy right nearby, right near the hotels, which is really comfortable actually. A lot of people are just watching where they can find a pharmacy during their holidays, and here there is one. Oh, there's a Christmas tree! Yay! This is already the Poniente Beach walk. Right there in front there is the port of Benidorm that you cannot really see much with the lights right now. But they've already put some Christmas trees in here, which means that literally just in a couple of days we will see the lights turn on in Benidorm, and everything is almost ready for Christmas celebration, the Christmas fair. All the festivities and all the colors will light up Benidorm even more. This was the famous avenue of Jaime I, King Jaime I, here in Benidorm's city center. As you could have seen, a lot of useful places to visit, some nice hotels to explore. Thank you all for watching. Bye.